Hello and welcome to the session. In this session we discuss the following question which says, two chairs are purchased for rupees 300 each. One of them is sold at a loss of 10%. At what price should the other be sold so as to gain 20% on the whole transaction? Before we move on to the solution, let's recall some formulae. We know that gain is equal to selling price SP minus the cost price CP, then gain percent is equal to gain upon the cost price CP into 100%. Then we have the selling price SP is equal to 100 minus loss percent upon 100 into the cost price CP. This is the key idea to be used in this question. Let's move on to the solution now. First, let's consider the first chair. Now, since it's given that it is purchased for rupees 300, so we have the cost price, that is the CP of the first chair, is given as rupees 300. Now, it's also given in the question that when this chair is sold, there is a loss of 10%. So we have for the first chair, loss is equal to 10%. Now, we have cost price CP and loss percent. So we can easily find out the selling price or SP of the first chair using this formula as given in the key idea. This is equal to 100 minus 10 upon 100 into 300. Now, solving this, we get this is equal to 90 into 3, which is equal to rupees 270 is the selling price of the first chair. Thus, selling price of the first chair is rupees 270. Now let's consider the second chair. Again, it is purchased for rupees 300, so its cost price is also equal to rupees 300. Now we need to find out at what price should the second chair be sold so as to gain 20% on the whole transaction. So we take, let the selling price SP of the second chair be equal to rupees X. Now we have total cost price of two chairs is equal to the cost price of the first chair, which is rupees 300, plus the cost price of the second chair, that is rupees 300. So rupees 300 plus 300, that is rupees 600 is the cost price or the total cost price of two chairs. Now, total selling price SP of two chairs is equal to the selling price of first chair, that is rupees 270, plus selling price of second chair, that is rupees X. So this is equal to rupees 270 plus X is the total selling price of two chairs. Now as in the question it's given that the gain on the whole transaction is 20%. So this means here we have gain, and we know that gain is equal to selling price SP minus the cost price CP. So gain in whole transaction is equal to the total selling price of 2 chairs, that is rupees 270 plus X minus the total cost price of 2 chairs, which is rupees 600. So this is equal to rupees 270 plus X minus 600, or we get gain in whole transaction is equal to rupees X minus 330. This is the gain in whole transaction. And we also have the gain percent on whole transaction, which is 20%. Now we will use this formula, that is gain percent is equal to gain upon CP into 100%. So we have that gain percent is equal to gain upon CP into 100%. Now substituting the values for gain CP and gain percent, we have 20 is equal to X minus 330 upon 600 into 100. Now solving this, we get X minus 330 is equal to 120. So this means X is equal to 330 plus 120, which means that X is equal to 450. And we had assumed X to be the selling price of the second chair. So we get the selling price of the second chair is equal to rupees 450. So rupees 450 is our final answer. This completes the session. Hope you have understood the solution for this question.